All right, welcome back. You can see I've already named the parts here, and we're still in the parts studio. To rename a part, you simply click on it and right click, and click on rename, and you can rename these. And if you take a look at these, when I click on it, it'll turn gold. And if you simply click, you can select all four of them. Notice that all four of them, they are all stuck relative to each other. In other words, they can't move in the part studio. We've created them and they're independent of each other. Down here at the bottom, what we're going to do is we're going to choose the word assembly. We're going to create an assembly, and the first thing we have to do is insert these particular items. So we'll click on the Insert tab or Insert button, and you'll see that all four of these parts come in as individual parts within the Part Studio. So we simply click on each one time, and all four parts should appear here in our Parts Studio. We click the green check mark, we can zoom in, and we'll see we have all four parts. Our goal is to assemble these so that they all will work together. Let's start with this particular orb. These assembly here, these are constraints. Here is the fasten constraint. This would be a revolute or revolve constraint. This is a slider constraint, a planar constraint. This is a cylindrical, which is a combination of the revolute or revolve and the slider together. And this is a pin slot. This is a ball mate, which is kind of like an orbit mate. And this last one here is a parallel constraint. Those are the ones we're going to be looking at in this particular activity. The first thing we need to do is mate some things together. So let's go ahead and click on the mate here. If you just hold your mouse over the top of the mate constraint, let's see, there we go, finally popping up. You can see it wants to fasten things together. So we're going to fasten, and notice here, I chose that particular one here. We can click the down arrow, and it also gives us choices as to which type of constraint we're going to use. We're going to fasten, and we're going to say, let's fasten this. It's real important when we go there to take a look at this red, green, and blue lines. They represent the red, green, and blue lines over here. Blue being the z-axis, green being the y-axis, and red being the x-axis. So we want to make that so that it's parallel with this particular item here. I actually clicked the wrong face, and so if that happens, we can simply click X out of it, and let's go ahead and try this one more time. We'll choose this face and mate it with this face. You'll see the two faces come together, and we'll simply click the check mark. Let's see. The next thing we want to do is we want to find the origin. So I'm going to hit the X here. It wants to put another mate there, and I'm going to click and move this. I want to fasten one of these. I should have done this first. One of these corners to the origin. So I'll go ahead and select this corner here, and I'm going to fasten it, and I want to move this around until I get the blue arrow or blue line facing the same direction as the other. Notice that what it did is it released the constraint here, came down, and then readjusted the constraint to make it work. So now that we have those two fastened, this is fastened to the origin, and this is fastened to this. Notice that it's fastened a little bit. In other words, it can still move. It's mated, but it can still move. The next thing we want to do is fasten this ball into here, but still allow it to move. We're going to use the ball mate for that. And we'll click the center of this ball and the center of this particular groove and click OK. Doing so, I have to click X because it wants to put another joint in there, another fastener in there. We can see that we can move this thing around, and the slots will continue to move on the ball. The last thing we need to do is put this post inside of this slot. This probably is the most difficult of all the mates. We're going to take the pin slot, click on the center of the pin here, and we'll come up and choose the pin slot that we're going in here by clicking on the slot itself there, and we'll click OK. And now we'll see that this can slide back and forth in the